Got it. You're live. Oh, that's very cool. Very good. Wow, it is bright. Can I turn that down a little bit? Yeah, there we go. Won't be quite so live. Should it look like I'm on the surface of the sun? Because I don't necessarily think it should. That is extremely bright. Can we maybe tone that down a little bit there? Yeah, there we go. That's less horrifying, isn't it? Still a little bright, but whatever. Ugh. Audio. What's up? Hello? Yeah, what's up?
I'm at a gas station in Saratoga. So yeah, I mean, I can do whatever. Actually, I hate to say it, but I'm thinking about coming out to dinner because you'd be driving that.
To drive me home, you're saying?
Yeah, just because with the baby and
Yeah. No, I get it. Totally fine. Yeah. Yeah, no problem, man. Like I said, I'm just hanging out at home. If you want to come grab food, I'm down. If not, it's totally fine. No worries. Casey and I are gonna hike tomorrow, so. I mean, wait, no, I'm doing a live thing, and no, I mean, I'd be happy to swing out to. I don't really want to drive out to Saratoga. It's track season. I'd be happy to meet you in Boston Spa, or if you want to drive out to Troy. There's like a bunch of good places to eat here. Yeah. Come out, drive out. Let me know when you're around, and I'll come meet you. We'll grab some food. I can take you somewhere good. Yeah. I mean, what I would say is I live downtown Troy. Just head down. I'll text you the address. Swing down, and we'll go grab food. All right. Let me know when you're around. Bye. Oh, hi. Sorry. Sorry. But there was no one here. And then I was like setting it up. Hi. How you doing, Jeffrey? Hello. Hi. Just making plans. Oh, how's everybody doing? Everybody being Jeff so far. What's up? Figured I would do this. Say hi. Oh, what's up, buddy? You waking up? My cat's waking up. Figured I'd do it. Say hi. I just recorded. I recorded a couple of videos last weekend, actually, but the audio didn't turn out, so I'm re-recording them today. Hopefully with a microphone, so they'll work. And I'll edit that stuff and put it up, and hopefully it'll be up at least one of them later this week. So yeah, very exciting stuff. We'll wait until some people roll in. Thusly, thus I was on the phone scheduling dinner plans. Quick hello back. What's up, man? How you doing? Yeah. I mean, these are just. I did a couple of videos. I did one on Ektachrome because I've shot a couple of rolls, and I did one on the Pentax. Oh wait, this is the 6.7. The Pentax 645 here. So hopefully, time for some beer. Yeah, absolutely. Time for some beer is right. I got a buddy driving down. He lives up in New York City, and he's in town. So we're gonna go grab some dinner before he heads home, and then I will have some beer tonight. Not too much though. It's supposed to be like 97 degrees tomorrow, and I'm gonna go do a high peak. So gonna probably take it easy tonight. What time? Where in Europe are you, and what time is it? Time for Guinness. No Guinness tonight, I don't think. Maybe some IPAs. Feeling. Maybe not. I don't know. I went to the gym this morning, so you sometimes hate to waste it. You want to take a, I don't know, just drink like protein shakes and water, theoretically, right? How is everybody? How you guys doing? I know that I've been away. It's not for lack of trying, I promise. Almost midnight. Yeah, have some beers, man. What's last call? Where do you live? What's last call over there? I'm curious about these things. When do they shut down at the bars? What's last call in the Netherlands? When do they stop serving? Tell you can't. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Slovakia. Nice. That's cool. 4 a.m. Yeah, it's 4 a.m. and I'm from Buffalo, and all the bars close at 4 a.m. there. Close at 4 a.m. up in the city. Here they tend to close at 2 a.m., which is frank. I mean, that's fine. You don't need to be drinking past 2 a.m. Also had some ale beer. Nice. Nice. Nice, man. So, hi, watching from Barcelona, almost midnight here. Awesome. I'd love to go to Barcelona. Favorite film is Ektar. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I like Ektar. I have some Ektar 4x5 film that I'm hoping to shoot tomorrow. I bought some Fujifilm Pro 400H to take out. We're going to be doing a High Peaks hike, and I'm going to take some photos. I don't know if you guys are just rolling in, but I did literally. So like last weekend, I recorded 2 videos, and the audio was messed. I broke my Yeti. There's a weird thing to say. I broke my microphone, my Yeti that I've had for however many years. It's damaged. It no longer works. So, I mean, they're only like $100. It's not the end of the world, but it sucks. But I didn't have audio, so I tried to use a shotgun mic to do it last week. It just sounds terrible. I'll probably share some of that stuff, but it didn't work out. So I re-recorded the 2 videos that I did just now, and I'm going to edit, add the photos, and hopefully we'll have content up next week. And then next week, I think. What's up, troll this? Hey, from Germany. Nice. How you doing, man? Lots of Europe people here. Yeah, always a lot of European viewers. A lot of people from Europe, a lot of people from Asia. It was one of the first things that caught me off guard when I first started making videos, but it's very, very cool. I'm experimenting to take some shots with the Pentax 6.7. I have mine right here, actually. Oh yeah. I love this camera. I will forever love this camera. This is maybe my favorite camera I own. I'm actually gonna take this out tomorrow. So and shoot some with the 55, the super wide. Come live here. I mean, I like the US. I like living in America. Yeah, the 105 2.4. That is maybe my favorite lens I've ever used. Here's a weird question for the few people who are here. I went out and I was going to do a video where I did some photographs with my Sony a7 III, and I took some with the 645 and the 6.7. The film photos did not turn out would you guys still be interested in a video with some photographs and video from a model shoot that I did all on digital? Would you be interested in that? I thought maybe of going into why the film photos didn't turn out and the advantage that a digital camera has over film in those circumstances. Is that something you guys would watch, or nah? Maybe. Thank you, Attila. Thank you. That's really nice of you to say. Yes, no, maybe so. What do you think? Because I do have some video. I will watch it. Okay. Yeah. I think I can content. I know. You gotta feed the algorithm, right? I don't know, man. I'm not let me see. Let's log in here. What do you think about 35 millimeter film? I mean, I like 35 millimeter film. I shot a bunch of 35 millimeter film. I just made a video with a bunch of 35 millimeter photos that I took because it's Ektachrome. So that's what I got. You know, you can't shoot that in 120 just yet. If I'm going to shoot film, I think that large format and medium format are different enough from digital that they're interesting and exciting and cool. 35 millimeter to me doesn't necessarily always differentiate itself enough from that format to make the trade-offs worth it. And I could be wrong, but that's sort of where I come from. I've had some good luck shooting it, but I just love the look of like 6x7 when you're shooting with that big film surface and you get that really wild depth of field and that really kind of alien look that's so different from the look you get out of a digital camera that I drastically prefer that. So given the choice, I will almost always shoot medium format if I have an option. I do like 35 millimeter. I shoot it. I've shot a bunch recently. But for me personally, I love the look of medium format so much that that's kind of where I find myself, you know, coming back to again and again and again. Does that answer that question? I hope so. If you guys have any questions, by the way, hit me up. I'm going to be doing this for like a half hour probably until my buddy gets here, and then we will head out. Do you have a preference, color or black and white? No, I don't have a preference. I think that they both fulfill certain niches. I think they both have certain looks. I think there's some things that look better in black and white and some things that look better in color. I think there's some types of color that look better. So for example, like wedding photography, I'm a huge fan of like the blown out, overexposed color negative film. I love it. I think it's gorgeous. You know, if I were shooting say if I went to like a gym and took photos of people lifting and stuff, I think black and white would be ideal. You get that gritty, you know, high contrast, punchy, crunchy black and white. I think that would be awesome. So it really depends on the subject, on the aesthetic that I'm going for, on the look. I think there's some really beautiful uses of both. And no, I don't have a preference. I think that it's subjective, and that's what's so cool about photography and film in general, is that you can really tailor the look of what you want through the medium to get where you want to get, if that makes sense. Do you develop black and white at home? I used to. I probably still should. I haven't recently because I'm really busy. I work a lot. I drive between two cities pretty frequently. I have two apartments, and I'm kind of going all the time. And I don't have time to do stuff like I used to, which is really too bad. You know, I work all day. I get out. I go to the gym. I go to the grocery store, get dinner, cook, go to bed. You know, that's pretty much my day. I like both film and digital. There's always a way. Yeah, absolutely. Enrique, 100%. I was actually really pleased with those digital photos. The 85 millimeter 1.8 for the A7 III has been great. Like that's a really cool lens, and I've had some really good luck with it. The best I've had in a long time. As like a matter of fact, I think like 85 millimeters are really good focal length. You get some really cool results out of that way. Where like here, I don't know. Can I share photos? Can I share photos? Like that was with digital. What's up, 6 million P man? How you doing? I recorded content today. There will be a video soon. So I'm alive. Very much still alive. Be thinner since my last video. That's my that's a digital photo that I took recently. I just thought it was cool. You get some pretty good results out of that lens and camera combo, to be honest with you. I thought. I don't know. What do I know? I don't know anything. I see a link, I click it. That's dangerous behavior, my friend. Dangerous. So if you guys have any questions, if you have any suggestions, if you have any like for topics of things you'd like to see tackled, if you have any questions, if you have anything you'd like to share you're working on and you want other people to check it out, it's not many people here, obviously. I know I've been away. Can't really count on the algorithm to have your back when you upload 2 videos every 3 months. I get it. I'm aware. I like to live dangerously. Beer kicked in, but cool photo. I like to live like very conservatively. I'm very like risk averse. You know, I drive like close to the speed limit and I go to bed at 10 at night. I'm an old man. In my location, it is 00.005. I assume that's 12:05 o'clock. That is late. I generally am in bed by then. Almost always asleep at that point. European locations. Yeah. So how's everybody doing? I mean, I don't know. I just thought it'd be fun to do this and let you guys know that I made some new content. It's got to get edited. It's got to get spliced together with the photos. Part of the biggest problem with making videos about film photography versus like if I were shooting digital is that I can't go out, shoot the photos, do the video, come home, edit it, and put it up. Like I have to wait for this stuff to get developed. Chad Wilder, RB67 versus Pentax 6.7. I'd have to go Pentax 6.7 just because I love the 105 2.4. I just love that lens so much, and I've had such good luck with it. The RB's got some noticeable advantages. That bellows focusing that allows you to get really close and take photos up close is awesome. It's nice. Like I like it. I just love the lenses on the Pentax, and I just find it really easy to focus and hold and shoot. So I'd have to go Pentax, but it's not by any means like a clear cut decision. Your pictures look great, and for sure they take from your experience on shooting film. Absolutely. I think shooting film is a great way to get better at taking any photos because you have no choice but to learn how to do it. You know, it's you have so many restrictions that you have to learn how to be good. I don't want to say good, but you have to understand what you're doing. You have to get your gear, because if you don't and you shoot it on film, it's not going to turn out. You're not going to be successful. So yeah, absolutely. Shot my last ever roll of Fuji Acros this week. Can't wait to see how the Acros Mark II. Yeah, I just heard about that, man. That's very exciting. I'm excited to see what it looks like. I had some good luck with Acros. I did those portraits of Casey with the back and where we did the lighting setup, and those were kind of cool. Those are on Acros. I've shot some landscapes on Acros. I'm excited. We'll see how that looks. Enjoy photography, absolutely. Do you watch other YouTube film photography videos? No, I would say that at this point, I watch like Ben Horn stuff. I watch Matt Day, and that's pretty much it. I love those dudes. Matt's a really, really good guy. Ben is a great guy. He's been around forever. Ben was like the first guy that I found when I first was like, I'm interested in shooting film. I'm interested in shooting large format. Is there any content online? I went and I watched all of Ben's videos, like every single one. And I loved him. His photos are so good. He put so much work. There's such high quality videos. I was really, really into it. I loved the whole idea behind him. I loved everything. So I'm ride or die with Ben Horn. Love his stuff. Matt Day, really, really great guy. He was super supportive of me when I first started the channel, when I was really doing it. He went through a lot over the last year. So Ben Horn and Matt Day would be the two channels that I still watch. Otherwise, I just watch like SciShow and like Hot Ones. What else we got here? I have a Pentax 6.7, but have a really hard time focusing in low light with it. I mean, that's fair. I mean, medium format in general, man, is difficult in low light. You really have to kind of. I mean, I don't know. It's tough. I mean, that's one of the downsides to shooting film or shooting something like that. You know, I mean, the alternative would be 35 millimeter, but yeah, 100%. That's part of the bargain. I get it. I feel your pain. Yeah, film is expensive. You learn from your mistakes. 100%. Absolutely. Are you familiar with Willem Verbeek? He makes decent film. He's been recommended to me. I would watch it. I mean, in all honesty, I'm just I don't watch much YouTube content. And I without trying to like I just don't have a lot of free time. Like I work, I get up at 5:30 in the morning. I work. I generally go to the gym as soon as I get out of work. I go to the grocery store, buy dinner, cook, have like maybe an hour of free time, and then I go to bed. And that's kind of like my day. It's not awesome. But if you're wondering like, hey, where did Eric's videos go? That's part of it. And on weekends when I would be free, I drive down to Syracuse and back. So it's a, you know, it is what it is, but I don't have a lot of time to just like consume YouTube content. Sadly, I wish I did. When I do, I watch like video game Let's Plays and dumb shit like that. Azrael Knight is a fun guy to watch. I will say that Azrael Knight is like fine, but he released that video when he quit YouTube the first time, and he released that video where he like insulted all these people I think are really talented and cool. And it was just like the most bitter, obnoxious thing I'd ever seen in my life. He took it down, but I just like, I can't endorse that sort of weird behavior. That's all. Find focus easier with the Pentax 6.7, like with the Pentax 645. Yeah, for sure. I got the 645 right here. I just made a video about it. I have 5 rolls of Fuji Astia left. That's awesome. I've never shot. I would love to shoot Astia. That's awesome. It'd be great if Fuji would, yeah, for sure. It would be awesome. You know, I would have said a while ago, like that there's no chance, but if they're producing more acros, then maybe, right? I totally agree with you about it. Yeah, I mean, I've mentioned this before, but my experience with him was he messaged me and was like, would you like to collaborate on something? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Because, you know, any film photographer, it was when I was pretty new and I was doing that stuff. And I was like, yeah, I'd love to collaborate with you. And he started like pumping out like all these ideas where you get the maximum views and we get this advertiser and this sponsor or whatever. And I was like, I have a job. You know what I mean? Like I have a job. I earn money doing this, these videos, my photography. This is something I do for fun. Right. Like, and and then when he made that video where like, he was like, he wouldn't even name names, which is the worst part. It's like, you're going to talk a bunch of shit and insult people. That's cool. You know, whatever you do, you know, you live your best life. Right. But like, don't couch it. It was so gross and so whack. No, I just like, nah. All right. Would you like to travel to take pictures? Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Would you consider doing a photojournalistic project in the future? Yeah, I would love to. For the longest time, I had this idea of doing like a sort of a tour of the Rust Belt. My 2 ideas were one of just upstate New York, starting just north of New York City and just going throughout all of upstate New York, photographing from, you know, whatever, Poughkeepsie to Buffalo and just going through everywhere and kind of capturing the rest of the state outside of New York City. I thought would be really cool. I also wanted to do something around the Rust Belt, going through like Michigan and upstate New York and Ohio and trying to find beauty in the landscapes there. Unfortunately, I need to work to pay my rent. So I don't have the freedom to do the kind of stuff that I would love to do, but I would love to do it. That's like a dream of mine. And I'd love to travel. I went on vacation to Arizona recently and took some photos and had a really nice time. And I'd love to go to Europe. I'd love to go to Southeast Asia, to Asia. I'd love to go to Australia. There's a lot of places I'd like to go. So yeah, for sure. 100%. Does that answer your question? I hope so. Yeah. Traveling about photographing as a project is cool. I go around to Italy I've seen your photos, man. It's very cool. I'm 100% with you. Super, super cool. Yeah. You know, one thing that bugs me, and this is true, is like if this video were to go up on YouTube, I always take them down. But like if this video were to go up on YouTube as a YouTube video, people can't read the comments, which is really frustrating because like it's just me yammering without the comments. Doesn't really make any sense, right? Am I crazy? I was kind of hoping more people would show up. This is oh, this chair is. I bought this chair for $10 at Target, and it's worth every penny I spent. Very noisy. Oh man. So how is everybody tonight? What's going on? You guys have anything you want to plug? Any projects you want to share? Anything that the very few people watching this live stream might be interested in? Yeah, plug. Do it, man. There's not many people here, sadly. I used to get a lot more. I think if I up the content and feed the YouTube algorithm, we'll get more people. But if anyone here is interested, by all means, plug away, man. I'm all for it. It's good to have it. Yeah, and you send me that that cool photo book, man. I've gotten some really cool stuff. Joe Nelly sent me some film recently. You sent me was it Brittany in France, like the wineries and stuff, that photo book, and that was really cool. Oh, there goes my cat. That little guy. Yeah, he he just stormed by. He's doing his thing. Yeah. He's a good dude. Yeah, I've gotten some cool stuff from people. And of course that camera from Sven, which is amazing. I'd love to go to Japan, man. 45 government. Thank you, man. Yeah, I know. I'll be here for, I don't know how much longer. Maybe like 15 minutes. My buddy's coming. We're going to go get dinner, but I figured I'd probably be here about 20 minutes. I figured we'd pop on and chat. I did record some content, so it'll be up soon. Soon being later this week. Got to edit it, splice things together and do it, but I did make some content, so I just figured while I was doing it, I'd let you guys know I'm still alive, that I do exist, and we could say hi and chat. J-Town, what I haven't seen your videos on YouTube. So the large format, it's not. So I'll show you the camera I bought. I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but I bought this thing here. It's a Zone 6. It's a 4x5 camera. And I have two lenses for it. I've been trying to find a recessed lens board because this, when you put a 90 millimeter on there, which is like a wide angle lens on this, it doesn't, yeah, it's beautiful, right? With the brass fittings, it's gorgeous. But it's really difficult to focus with the 90 millimeter. You have to pull it all the way back and click it back kind of into the body of the camera. And from what I understand, Wisner, Zone 6 Wisner doesn't make recessed lens boards for wide angle lenses, which is really frustrating. You can get like another recessed lens board for like a different one, and then get an adapter that'll fit it, which is something that I'm going to look into. But what I would like to do is I'd like to take this out and do some waterfall photography in the future. And once I get that all squared away, what's up? Here's my cat. I will 100% do a video on this. So yeah, that's something. We'll just pile them all up right here on the couch. What's up, buddy? Yeah, he's there. Hey, man. How you doing? He's trying to come up here. Hi. Come on. What's up, pal? His name's Alistair. We've had him forever. He doesn't normally stay with me, but he's up for the weekend. He was a stray cat from Buffalo. He's got one ear. You can see him. He's a good dude, a good guy. He's trying to sit on my lap, but there's not a lot of room here. The TRL on my shelf is a Yashica Mat 124G, which is a great camera that I've used pretty extensively. I like it a lot. So, yeah. You want to say hi, man? Say hi. Show him your gimpy ear. Yeah, for sure. It's something that I'm interested in doing, large format. I've just got to get that focus stuff all squared. So, yeah, it is the 124G is an awesome camera. I had really good luck with it. So, buddy, can you sit? Where are you going? He's ruining my stream. Or don't, dude, come on. He'll hop down eventually when he finds out. All right, so this is not going to be like a full hour, sadly, which is okay because it's, whatever. But 45 euros. I bought mine on KEH before like film stuff got more expensive, and I got it in bargain condition, and it actually is in like great condition, and I've taken some pretty good photos with it. He's there. So yeah, no, I'm a big fan of that camera. I like it, and it's beautiful. It's cool. One thing about like a TRL was Total Request Live. One thing about a TLR camera is that when you want to take photos of people, they're like immediately disarmed by that camera. Like they're whereas if you had like a digital camera and you're like, hey, can I take your photograph? People would be defensive or concerned. With something that looks like old, even if it is probably from the 80s or whatever, people are immediately more open to it and kind of cool about it than they would be otherwise, which is fun. So yeah, an advantage to using old cameras. They go, oh, how old is that? Can I, you're like, hey, can I take your photo? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. 100%. Yeah. How long we've been running here? 32 minutes. So let's hang out here for another 5-10 minutes and we'll call it a night. I just wanted to let you guys know that I have produced some stuff and it'll be up soon. I'm not dead. I'm alive and I'm still making things. There's a cat on my lap right now, so I cannot move. Same with the Hasselblad. Yeah, if I could afford a Hasselblad right now, that would be dope. Totally cannot. A little strapped with the current situation, but yeah, well, thank you. I mean, like I'm torn between, so obviously, like I said, I don't have a ton of time and I'm always torn between just like making content to appease the algorithm and YouTube and the audience and like making content that I'm proud of and that I would be happy to put out. And yeah, it can be like a difficult line to walk, but I'm gonna hopefully try and find a way to balance them out and do stuff that I'm proud of and also maybe produce it at a more consistent pace going forward. I'm in a more consistent spot in my life now, so yeah, that for sure. Yeah. Okay, good stuff. Yeah. So we'll hang out. I don't know, hang out like 10 minutes. Do you guys have any questions or anything you want to talk about that you're working on that you want to share before we wrap it up here? It's been 33 minutes and 59 seconds, and I'm happy to talk about whatever you guys want before we call it. Yeah, night, man. Have a good night. What do you do when the old stuff breaks down? I mean, there's a camera repair store in the area. That's part of the reason why I like the RB67 or my old Pentax versus the new stuff is there's no electronics in it. It's easy to fix. If anything goes wrong, they can find the parts or, finagle it and make them work again. Art versus technical stuff. I mean, I'll always side with art, but I think that the technical stuff is a road to the art. You know, to make the art that you want, you need to know the technical stuff. Artistry without technical knowledge is going to not be where you want it to be, but technical knowledge without artistry is trash. I mean, I wanted to do a YouTube. I actually considered doing this. This is maybe I'll just share it. I wanted to do something that was like, these photographers are not trash, because every time I see stuff on Instagram where it's like, here's some portraits and they're like recommended to me, they're trash. They're garbage. They're just like, I don't know. It's like baby's first Photoshop, like it's some girl in direct sunlight, striking some provocative pose and then just like photoshopped into oblivion where it's like blurred and contrast, just garbage. I'm like, the capacity of people to make garbage and have people tell them it's good is incredible. Sorry, I know. And I wanted to go and share some photographers who are making legitimately good stuff where you're like, wow, this is great. You're doing really good work. So, yeah, not to be too judgmental. I've not tried Beer Developer. I do, however, sometimes develop film while drinking beer, if that counts. What makes you satisfied when you take photos? I don't know, because I'm never satisfied. And some of the photos that people that have really grown on me and that people have really liked, when I first looked at them, was like, these suck. Like, what are you doing? You're no good at taking photos. You should stop. Go, work at a gas station. I feel that way about everything I make, probably. I've felt that way about stories I've written. I felt that way about YouTube videos I've put up that have gotten really good responses. Like my first narrative videos, when I put those up, I texted my dad and I'm like, I think I want to take it down. I think I just put it like the worst thing I've ever done. Like, I think this is garbage. And then everyone's like, wow, this is great. And I was like, I never know. I don't know. Because all you can see is your own faults, especially like when I edit a video and I just see my own face and hear my own voice for hours while you're putting it together. By the end of it, you're just so sick of that face and that voice. You're like, nobody could ever like this, like, what is this garbage that you're putting on the internet? And, luckily not everyone sees it that way. So, have you ever considered doing a photo art exhibit? I would love to. Exhibit. That's a word that I can say. I'd love to. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. Like, I don't know how to, I would love to. Absolutely. I've considered it and I would love it if I could find a way to do it. I don't know which photos I would show. I don't know what I make that's good enough for that. I like to think of myself as more as someone whose talents are in presenting this stuff. My talents are in writing about photography, about doing the videos about it to a certain extent. As a photographer, I'm like, fine. I'm not going to go out and be like, I'm making great art. I do my best. I try to take photos I think are good, and I make them as good as I can. Who is? I didn't see. He's a film. Carlos Beselga. If you tried special filters, would you be interested? Sure. Yeah, absolutely. But nice, Corbin. Nice. It's a great camera. That's a great camera. And I know a lot of people watch that video, which is cool. I just threw that thing together. I was like, I've been using this for a year. My very first video I ever did was on the RB67. I shot it for a year. I made a new video and was like, hey, this is my experiences with this. And I've gotten so much good feedback on that. So that's awesome. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you so much for rolling in and chatting with me for a minute. I really do appreciate it. It's been fun. And I hope, if you guys like these, maybe we'll do another one next week. I'm going to shoot for, I hate giving these dates, but I'm going to shoot for Thursday for the first video of the 2 that I recorded to go up, and we'll try to snowball, from there and produce some more content. I've got some other stuff that I want to work on. So at least the next 2 weeks, you guys should be seeing stuff. So thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you later. Okay. Goodbye.